Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will kick it away first. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A first down for the offense. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The ball squirts free. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes the connection, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
Looking for a block. It's Thomas. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's got him this time. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. He'll get rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. LSU quick to the line.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver. This guy is really good.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
This time he's got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Line gets set, first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but He just never let you feel.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Ball in the air, intercepted! So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lacy. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Lacy. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming.
He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's got his man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Using his feet to buy time. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 8. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So When he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Going to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Vols! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Steps away. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Starts to scramble to the left. Going to try to get it himself. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Looking left. He makes the catch. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. The short hands. It's Daniels. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. LSU right back to the line. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Reads it, fires complete. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Vols will hustle to the line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's in open space downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Looking for a crease. It's Sampson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes his connection. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Offense at an empty set. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
With jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier.
Freedom! Freedom! Flare! Flare! Fire!
They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Tigers have enough for the first down. There are a few things that just make me happy in life. A great steak, a scrumptious dessert, and a tight end who makes a catch on 3rd down.
If the steak's medium rare, I'm right there with you, Reese. And I'm also there with you on these tight ends on 3rd down, too. Too big for DBs to cover, too fast for linebackers to cover. That guy's a weapon.
From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Now 55 feet.
Right back to it. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sampson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Back open in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield.
Man, when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down. Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's Durham. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. This to tie things up in the final minute. Field goal is good. All tied up here in the fourth quarter. We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Picks up one. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. Back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Vols get the first swing here in overtime. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Touchdown, Tennessee! They strike first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And right down the middle.
38, LSU, 31.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. On the option. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there. But it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening.